Good morning, y'all. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, what a great morning to be here, and welcome. We hope you feel very comfortable here. To my returning subscribers, hey y'all, happy Thursday. Can you tell your girl's been packing? It's a little stressful, but I'm taking a break because we have something exciting that happened, and it happened because of you. So somehow, while this girl was in Africa, traipsing across deserts, my subscriber number rose over 400. And we're somewhere around 415, 413, 420, and I'm astounded. Now, y'all know I never say, hey, subscribe. I might say subscribe if you want to. I don't even say that. I never say hit the notification bell. I just don't market this channel that way. One of the things Lisa made New to Create and I have in common is that we believe this is a community. And we believed in that from day one. It's one of the things that melded our friendship. And so I figure if you want to subscribe, you will. If you feel comfortable and you love seeing the videos, you'll hit the notification bell. If you'd prefer to select when you watch them, then you'll do that. And that's how it should work out. So I have to tell you, this girl did not think she'd have to do a 500 Subbie challenge before she headed home. This was not on the radar. But somehow, and I really believe, look, y'all know I don't waste my internet bandwidth by checking analytics. I could check, but I bet you it's just going to confirm what I suspect, which is that the reason I have all these new subscribers is you. You must have said something. You made a comment. You posted a video. You made reference somehow to my channel somewhere. And because of that, people who watch you ended up coming through here. Now, I don't know if we'll hit the 500 in the time I'm running this challenge, but I know that once you're at like almost 420, you should run a challenge because you got to do a thank you. Wow, there's so much video playback today. It's really weird. Like I'm speaking and I watch myself afterwards and it's in slow-mo. It's really weird. So listen, it's thanks to each of you and I have to do something to thank you. So I'm going to run a challenge. Wasn't planning on it, but we're going to do it and it's super exciting. Okay, so this is for what I call the 500 Subbie giveaway. So let's hope we reach the 500 number. The contest is going to run until November the 24th. Which means if you are an international subscriber, whether you're in Australia, New Zealand, Singapore, or UK, please make sure that you mail your stuff at least 2 weeks in advance. This cautionary girl likes to do it 3 weeks in advance, but I understand from Cruz and from other people that stuff has been arriving within 2 weeks. Still makes this girl nervous because you know she's had some postal stress. Even though stuff got to where it needed to get to, it took sometimes longer. So word of caution. If you're an international subscriber, make sure to leave yourself 3 weeks for mailing. And that's why I'm announcing it today. So you have until November 24th. So that gives you a good almost 7 weeks, which is perfect. Gives you time to make and time to mail. Like 4 weeks to make, 3 weeks to mail. And I figured that's about right. So what's the contest? Well, you know I worry about economics being a barrier. So I never like contests to be expensive. But I also realized from watching Sabrina's recent challenge and Donna Dream's recent challenge that people love to have an opportunity to make all sorts of things. So how was I going to do it where I would enable anyone of anywhere to participate? How could I do that? So I decided to do it this way. You can send in one of the items I'm about to list, or you can send in 10. If you just send in one item, you're still going to qualify the first draw for a $25 gift card, which is going to be to a store of your choice, or to PayPal, your choice. If you just send in one item, you qualify for that draw. So anyone who sends in an item for this challenge will qualify for that first draw, and that way I'm not making economics a barrier to participating. And for the second prize, which is, I'm going to haul it from Tuesday morning in the TT, and I'm so excited because I have a few. I have to also haul my birthday challenge prize pack. So I will do them simultaneously, and then I will upload a video revealing the prize pack, but it's going to be a whopper. The second prize will be whoever earns the most points. And I'm going to do it just like Sabrina and Donna Dreams did it. I'm very organized. Taking some notes from Healing Montana Nana and Heather Manning. I've got this detailed, folks. I'm going to read it to you here out loud, but I'm going to list everything in the content box below. So you don't need to take notes unless you're a note taker. You don't need to, because I'll put all the information below so you can reference it. But I wanted to share it with you anyway, because, you know, I always going to have a few comments along the way. So if you do a Memdex, you get 1 point. Here's the truth. I don't have many Memdexes. Not even enough to buy a spinner or make a box. So I would love to get Memdexes for this. That's worth 1 point. And buy a Memdex, please. I mean, so people usually say, well, I want it in this color so that they all match. Or I want it to contain at least whatever. I'm not going to be like that. I want you to make a Memdex that reflects you. Memdexes are really like little iterations of ourselves. And so I just want your Memdex to look like you. Make what you're good at and what you're inspired to make. That's all. Number 2, if you make a rosette, it's 1 point. I'm not going to define what a rosette is. For some of us, it's crepe paper. For others, it's a rosette that's die cut. For others, it's a chunky embellishment. A rosette is worth 1 point. That's it. That's all I'm going to say. An ATC card or coin is worth 1 point. A pocket letter is worth 5 points. Now, I know lots of people aren't doing pocket letters anymore. They say it's 2010. I love pocket letters. I think they're mini worlds. Each pocket is a mini world. And some of you folks make stunning pocket letters. Stunning. I know because I've seen them. So I love me a pocket letter. So 5 points for a pocket letter. 5 points for an altered notebook. And again, I'm not going to define what that means to you. However you like to alter a notebook, alter a notebook. I'm a writer. I'm going to use them all. I promise you. So that's worth 5 points. A banner is worth 5 points. I don't think I've ever gotten a banner. So I had to put it on the list. 5 points for a banner. 5 points for a chunky charm. Folks, those are pretty tough to make. And some of you are really good at it. Donna, Dreams Times 3, you are a good chunky charmer. And so is Jelly Bean Junction. Like, some people are just good at chunky charms. They're not easy to do. Now, Jelly Bean doesn't do them too often. I've noticed that. She does a whole lot of amazing creativity, but not too often. But she can do a pin and a chunky charm. So can my friend Carmen Goris. These are people who are very skilled at almost everything. So if you're a chunky charm girl, chunky charms worth 5 points. All right, on to the 10 points. An embellishment box. Loads of you are either learning to make an embellishment box or you love making them. You know, look at Cruz. She's got embellishment box happy thanks to Tony Craftburge. So an embellishment box is worth 10 points. A loaded envelope is worth 10 points. I have never received a loaded envelope. It would be my first. So a loaded envelope is worth 10 points. And then what's worth 15 points? Well, you know, Susan Titsy Tucker inspired this one. A Shadowbox. A Shadowbox is worth 15 points. And it doesn't have to be one you buy, folks. Take a shoebox or take an old cardboard box and convert it into a Shadowbox. That's super creative. And that's worth 15 points. And the other thing that's worth 15 points is any kind of book that you've made from scratch. So I don't mean an altered book. I mean like a from scratch flip book, a from scratch journal, like Miss Lisa Made New to Create makes, or Treasure Books makes, or even a brag book, like the one I showed you was fairly easy to make thanks to May. That's worth 15 points, because bookmaking is not simple. Everything has to be very precise, whether you do the accordion binding, you do the hidden slide binding. It's tough, folks. So a book, a handmade book of any kind, is worth 15 points because they're tough to make and they take a long time. That also includes a flip book, meaning like a tag flip. Those are actually really labor intensive. And sometimes I think people underestimate how hard they are. You know, when Alicia talks about how tough that is to make, she's not kidding. I love making them, but they take long to make. So they're definitely worth 15 points. So you can do one of those things. You can do 5 of those things. You can do all of those things. You can do 2 of those things. It's entirely up to you. One entry will get you into the first draw. And then for the big prize pack, it's whoever earns the most points. And I'm doing exactly that. I mean, I really learned from Donna and from Sabrina. I think people like to have challenge. And so I've tried to give you as many varieties as I can so that you can make whatever you're inspired to make. Again, will we reach the 500 by November 24th? That's the deadline. You know, I don't know. We're close to 420. It's possible. So it's surely possible if people outside of our community find out about this. Yeah, it's possible. So I had to do it. Even if we just come somewhere close, y'all deserve it. It's that simple. You all deserve it. And I'm going to do something for everybody who enters, and I'm just not going to share what it is. It's going to take me a long time. You probably won't get it till Christmas. But each person who enters is going to receive something in exchange. I've noticed a few people have done that lately, and I think it's wonderful. But I'm a slow maker, and I have 2 Christmas swaps. So this girl, and I'm finishing up my Halloween collabs. So it's probably not, you're not going to get it till Christmas. I'm just warning you, like till the end of Christmas. But you are going to get something. Everyone who enters, I'm going to send you something in exchange. Because I think this is my way of thinking and saying, I would not have gotten to this number without you folks. You know it. I don't say hit that bell. right? And I even have so many people texting me saying, Leash, you have to remind people. It's not that they don't want to, it's that they need a reminder. I don't even like to do that because I feel like if they want to, they will. And maybe that's silly. Maybe they'll comment about, Leash, people do need a reminder. They just forget. And that could be true. That could be true. And maybe that's something I have to think about for this new year. But for now, the reason we're here is all you. You must have said something to someone. You must have uploaded a video. You must have chit-chatted with someone via text. I promise you the analytics will prove this because I have not marketed this channel at all. So you must have. So thank you. And that's why I'm going to send something to everyone who enters. I hope you all participate. You have till November 24th. I'm going to put all the details down below and I'll be home. So you'll be able to mail it to my address. I'm just going to go through it one more time. A Memdex is 1 point. A Rosette is 1 point. An ATC card or coin is 1 point. A pocket letter is 5 points. An altered notebook is 5 points. A banner is 5 points. A chunky charm is 5 points. An embellishment box is 10 points. A loaded envelope is 10 points. A Shadowbox is 15. And a book of any kind, be it flip, brag, journal, is worth 15 points. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for supporting this channel and for magically increasing it in a way I couldn't have even imagined. And that's all of you, each and every one of you. And I'm really grateful, really, really grateful. And thank you for being so supportive and such a wonderful community. I'm super grateful to each and every one of you. Big crafty hugs, folks. Thank you. Bye for now.